Hello, Mass Attacks here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 8 Chinese Premium Heavy Tank with preferential matchmaking. It is the 112. And as always, before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I'm currently using on this tank. My crew on this tank are quite good, all onto the 4th skill, the army crew from my WZ1115A. The equipment I use in the special survivability slot is vents, then I've got vertical stabilizer and a gun rammer. Also use a premium consumable food. So let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Abbey. It's a standard battle and we're all tier 8 today, so a good test, show you what this tank can really do. On this map, my spawn location decides which way I go, especially when I'm playing a heavy. If I was playing a heavy that's better playing it hull down, I wouldn't go this way. I would go to the west of the map, there's better locations to play hull down. But when I've got a tank like this, wherever I spawn, whichever side's closest, I'll go down. Because this hasn't really got any gun depression, but its hull armour will bounce some shots. So I want to push really aggressive, although I haven't really got much support, only the SU-101. So it's a little bit of a dangerous player, but if I can push around this corner a little bit, I can spot the enemies that's pushing up this flank, and hopefully my SU-101 can get some shots in. So I'm just about at the corner, I'm asking for help. I was hoping the SU-101 would push down with us, but he looks like he wants to camp at the back. Does look like there's a few enemies coming this way. So I've made it to the corner, haven't spotted anybody, so it's a good job I didn't sit at the back camping because there was nobody here yet. So I'm just going to sit in waiting, try and ambush. I've also angled my armour, ready for an engagement. There's a T69, SU-101 got a shot in, and I did, and he's lost half his hit points. So a good ambush there, and if we both can get a shot in, the SU-101's hit him. We might be able to take him out here. Just trying to get the shot, and I've managed to take him out. So that was great, getting a tank out the game. Nothing looks like it's pushing yet, so I'm going to advance a little bit, but I will be lit up. But there is these dead tanks that are immovable, so you can hide behind these. See if I can spot down for the SU-101. There's 2 tanks there. Can I get a shot? Nice shot into the CDA. He's an awkward tank, so he's only a one-shotter now. So I'm just sitting on the corner, see if I can get the shot. Can't get the shot, he's pulled back. But there is an ISU-152K here, which can do a big damage shot to you, so I'll have to be wary of him. So if you're playing a tank like this that's got limited MM, I do have to say that you're at a disadvantage. With the matchmaking nowadays, I find if you are playing a limited MM tank like this, you will end up in battles with all same tier. And if you do, what it basically means is you're bottom tier, because limited MM tanks are basically a tier 7.5 tank. You are a bit weaker than tier 8 tanks, and that's how premiums used to be. It's probably how they should be. So you're at a disadvantage. But what on this tank, the disadvantage is the gun. You do have pretty much a tier 8 tank with a tier 7 gun. So I managed to take the ISU-152K out, the premium one. So that's a good tank to get out because it has got a big gun. And I'm using these dead tanks as cover. Side scrape out, and it seems to be holding up well. I've taken a shot from that CDA, but it has got a really good gun. So now I'll tell you the strength of this tank basically, and that is its armour. On the hull you get 120mm on the front, 120mm on the side, and 60 on the rear. But your armour is sloped. You have got a lower plate that's weak, but apart from that the top plate isn't too bad. See if I can get a shot into that IS-22. No penetration, but a critical hit. So back to the armour. On the turret you get 240mm on the front, which is really good as it's rounded, and then 130mm on the side, 60mm on the rear. So you will bounce a lot of shots off this tank as long as they're not spamming gold at you. But as you can see, I really want to take that CDE out, but I'm struggling with them. But my positioning is good, so I'll just sit here and try and take him out. Can I get him? And I managed to take him out. I'm really glad to get him out the game. So I've only got to worry about the IS-22. I don't have any support here now, so I'm by myself. I'm going to stop in this position because I know I'm in a good position to bounce shots, and hopefully he'll make the bad move. And he's trying to peek there. See if I can get his lower plate. Doesn't look like I can get penetration. That was a long shot, but it could have penetrated, but it bounced as you saw. But he's not actually even hitting us. If he pushes further out and I can get the front track, might be able to penetrate him. So just tracked him there, and I bounced his shot. I think this could go on for days, sitting like that. So what I'm going to do is try and move forward, threaten him a little bit. Hopefully he'll make a bad move, and I need to do something because it's not looking good for me team at the moment. So I push further forward, side scraping out. Didn't penetrate him, he didn't penetrate me. So I'm just side scraped out, angled well, and hopefully I can absorb them shots all day. Can I get a shot into him? It looks like I might be able to. That's the shot I wanted. Managed to track him and get a penetrating shot. Hopefully I can reload before he repairs his track. Just side scraping out, bounce that shot, making sure I get this shot, and I did. Took his track again and penetrated. Just push forward so I can bounce the shot exactly like that. Pull him back, see him again, track and penetration, and there it is again. Stuck in position. He's a one shot now. He kind of penetrated us at the angle that I'm at. There you are. He's taking me track though. He might be able to repair his track now before I can move and get that final shot in. He's still there. He's getting another shot, tracked us, and he managed to pull back. Now I'm tracked in position, but hopefully my armour was angled well enough. Bounce that shot. He's pulling back now. He's using the same tactic I'm using. Can I get his cupola? Lower plate. Cupola looks best. And taking him out. So why you struggle with this tank is the gun, and I'll tell you about the gun now. It is 122mm. What you do get with it is 390 alpha damage, which is nice, but what isn't nice is you only get 186mm of penetration with this gun, and that's tier 7 penetration. Then with my crew and equipment, which aren't too bad, lovely snapshot into that bulldog. As I was saying, with my crew and equipment, which aren't too bad, crew's quite decent. I've got a reload time of 2.63 seconds, which is terrible. I've just used my first aid kit to get rid of that stun, because that would have made it a lot worse. And the SU-101 is turned up. So try and get rid of this T-28 prototype, and took him out. I waited until he turned. So back to the gun. With my crew and equipment also, you get a dispersion of 0.39, which is also pretty poor. And that artillery that's focused on us isn't helping me gun handling stats. And also, with my crew and equipment, I've got a reload time of 9.93 seconds, which gives us a DPM of 2,357, which is nothing special as well. So the enemies start capping by one enemy, so we need to reset the cap, or we're going to lose this battle. Hopefully that SU-101 spots the artillery round there. He has, takes him out. So I need to push straight to the cap, see if I can reset the cap. And what I've done since I'm doing this, and it's really important I reset the cap, is I've turned gold ammo. When you're playing premium tanks, you shouldn't have to use gold ammo. They're basically for crew training and making credits. But this tank, since it's bottom tier, you could say, really does need the gold, especially in situations like this. So I need to quickly spot them. There's only 5 seconds left. 1, 2, 2. Goal loaded, and I managed to penetrate. 35 seconds left on the cap. Just angling. There is 2 people in the cap. It is the Bulldog by the looks of it. Tried a snapshot. I still need to keep on pushing, keep on pushing. I am a one-shotter and all, so I'm going to have to watch myself. So I need to crest this ridge, and I'll struggle with me 6 degrees of gun depression that you get with this. So just looking, I need to take the Bulldog out really. 5 seconds. The Bulldog's pulled out the cap, that's great for me. I bounced the shot off the 122 TM, so I know he's got a big reload. So I'm going to crest the ridge and see if I can take him out, and I did. Lower plate, gold ammo. Now the Bulldog, I know he's trying to flank us. Pull him back, my armor should stand up, it has. Can I get a shot into him? And taking him out. Base defended. But there is a TS5 still left somewhere, and it doesn't look like our SU-101 found him on the west of the map. Can't spot him there. So I'll tell you about the gold shells on this tank. What you get, they are heat shells. So your penetration goes up from 186 to 250 millimeters of penetration, which is a lot better. But the downside is the shells cost 5,600 credits per shell. So you'll not make credits if you're firing these shells. But in circumstances like that, it is wise to change to them shells. So now I want to push into the enemy cap. Haven't found the TS5. I'm suspecting he's went down the river on the east side. So I want to push into the cap, threaten their cap, and hopefully pull him out. So another thing on this tank, the mobility isn't too bad on it. As you can see, you do get a top speed of 45 kilometers an hour going forward, 15 in reverse. Now our SU-101 is on the river pass now. He's pushing down, so hopefully he flushes this TS5 out. So I'm trying to position, hanging off the edge of these rocks, and positioned well, so if he pops out, I will be able to get a penetrating shot into him. So another thing about this tank is its view range. As you can see on the mini-map, I haven't got it maxed out. I haven't got any crew equipment to improve it, apart from food. But the crew skills, I haven't quite got recon fully trained. I think it's about 90%. But I do have a view range of just under 440. It's 429 without recon. But that is with situational awareness. But once you get recon trained as well, you can get this view range up to 439 meters, which is just 1 meter short really. So not too bad on the view range. So our SU-101 is nearly right down to the bottom. Will be popping out in front of us, and it doesn't look like the TS5's there. So I'm going to reposition. I'm suspecting that the SU-101, the way he went through the mountains on the west side, the TS5 must have been below him somewhere, hidden. If he's going to camp, which he might do, then he can camp. I'm just going to push into the cap, so he has to come and reset it, and if he wants to just sit and hide, then I'll be quite happy just to cap it. So I'm hoping the SU-101, yes, the SU-101 has joined us. If you've seen me position, I'm in a little ditch trying to hide me lower plate, so if the TS5 comes round just in front of us, I'm at a lower position and hopefully I can bounce the shot. So now it's just a waiting game, 25 seconds left, still not spotted. If the TS5 is on the hill at H3, I don't think you'll be able to spot me in this position since I'm low and I do have that bush cover just in front of us. And here he is. Can I get a shot into him? He's peeking out. SU-101's had a shot at him. He's fluffed the shot. He's pushing forward. I try a shot, no penetration. It looks like we've capped. He's aiming for me and I've been taken out. But I think we've managed to cap in time. Have we won? It's a victory. Let's have a quick look at the stats. It was a Masters, he has Tanker Award. We've got the cool headed, which have got to survive at least 10 ricochet or non-penetrating shots in a row. We've got the defender medal, which have got to reduce the amount of enemy capture points by 70 or more. We've got the high caliber for our 4090 damage, and the top gun for our 7 kills. Top of the tray for XP with a base XP of 1698. Top for damage. We made 127,000 credits, but that's due to a personal reserve bonus, plus 6,623 XP, that's due to playing a premium vehicle, a personal reserve bonus, and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×2. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it and found the information useful. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. And if you have any feedback, please could you leave it via the thumbs buttons in the comment section below. Cheers.